Hi guys, welcome to A Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Today we are revisiting a place where I've camped before, almost 2 years ago, a year, 7-8 months, something like that, and that is High Cumbria. Last time I was here it was the back end of the season. It was very wet, very cloudy, and I've always wanted to return here in better weather to get those views, so today is that day. I am joined by Mark Cumbria. Last time you saw him on the channel he was just on Instagram, but he has got his own YouTube channel now, so I'll be putting a link to both of those in the description of this video. So yeah, like I say, we're on the way up to High Cumbria. We just stopped for a wee breather and to start the video, so I'll give you a quick look around and show you where we are. We are parked just outside of the village of Dufton, which is at the bottom of this little wee scree path here, and we've got fantastic views of the mountains in the distance. The wind is blowing. It's a good job I remembered the microphone this week. And we've got some lovely lush fields. And we're just going to be following this path here, just up to the brow of that hill in the centre of shot there. We have had a little bit of respite from the climb. It is quite steep, but we've had a nice little flat bit just to rest the legs out with. Still got that beautiful view of the mountains in the background. Beautiful day for it, even though it is a bit windy. Just starting to see the very start at the bottom of the chasm, just in the centre of shot in the distance there. We just got to cut through these gates here and follow that path onto the top. We do have to walk through a shooting area. It's not live at the minute, but yeah, I'm definitely hoping for a less eventful camp than I had last week, that's for sure. As you can see in the distance there, we are approaching High Cumbria now, getting quite close. Probably about half an hour's walk, and we should be roughly in the area where we're going to be camping the night. Just taking the opportunity to have a wee bit of a break and do a bit of filming and stuff, so I'll spin the camera around, show you where we are and where we are going to be camping the evening. That's the path that we've just been following. Still got the beautiful views in the distance of the mountains. Just the very start of the chasm there. Do have a few walkers right in the bottom, and we have now a full view of the High Cumbria chasm. So still about half an hour's walk to go, but it's not too far. It's relatively flat now, and we're going to be camping somewhere over there. Well, we've made it. The wind hasn't backed off any. It's not too bad. Good job I remembered the microphone this week. Get in, Paul, good lad. Yeah, we made it, so I'll give you a quick look around and then we are going to start looking for a pitch for the evening. That's the path that we took to get here, just alongside the chasm, and we are literally right on the edge of it now. You definitely wouldn't want to camp down there. We do have a few walkers coming up the hard way. It's just as spectacular as I remember from being here last time. Just the weather's a bit better. And then we've got the rock face on the other side. We're going to wander over the other side. We're hoping to get a little bit of respite from the wind. Might get a little bit of cover from the hill in the background. Another good thing about High Cumbria is we do have a fresh water source. So today I've only brought half a litre of water with me, just for drinking on the way up. And I've got my water filter as well, so that's definitely saved me carrying a bit of weight up here, knowing that this water source is here, nice and fresh. We've just walked up a little bit further. That flat spot just in front of the camera there was where I camped last time. Just walked up a wee bit further, so we're literally right on top of it now. Looks a bigger drop from up here. And we're just going to have a little bit of a look on this plateau to see if we can find a pitch. We've managed to find ourselves a lovely little flat area. We'll definitely get a couple of tents on here around the mouldy heaps. So yeah, we're going to be right on the edge of High Cumbria chasm. and that'll be the view out of our tents for the evening. Definitely the perfect place to pitch up for the night. So myself and Mark, we're just going to get the rucksacks off. We're going to get our chairs set up, enjoy a nice cold one. It's time we are now 2:15, so it's way too early to be setting the tents up. So we're just going to enjoy a couple of cold ones, enjoy the view, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Well, that's us finally set up. The helm wind has got stronger and it's really fairly battering us, to be honest. So we've just been sat having a few beers. You can see we've had to take the backs out of our chairs so they don't blow away. You can see my hood fairly flapping about, but yeah, we set up, so let's have a look around the place. Absolutely stunning views down the chasm. We've still got beautiful clear skies, and with a bit of luck we'll get a half decent time lapse of the sunset over there. I'm in a Scarp 1 climate insulated static V, and a good job I brought the Leviathan. I wasn't sure, I thought I was going to be bringing me lesser insulated sleeping bag with me, but with the wind it is quite cold. Tactical duck is tucked up in the Leviathan. If you know, you know. As I've mentioned before, I've got my water filter with me because we've got a fresh water source up here. So yeah, I'll be going to get some water soon. Got some midget gems, something like that. The usual stuff inside there. Solar cook set and a few beers. I did bring a muesli with me for breakfast, but Mark has kindly brought me an all-day breakfast, which is my favourite for morning. And tonight I will be trying out a new meal that I've not seen before. Adventure Nutrition Mexican chili con carne. And what piqued my interest about this is it's 800 kilocalories per pack. So for a big fella like me that takes some feeding, hopefully that will do the job. Yeah, just the standard setup, and as you can see, we are both pitched right on the edge of the cliff of the chasm. Just a couple of steps and literally looking right down. So a pretty awesome pitch for tonight. Loving it up here, just a shame about the wind really. It's fairly blown a hoolie. Mark's in the Fox 2. He's handling the wind pretty well. Definitely better than the chairs anyways. Absolutely loving tonight's pitch. The battery's getting a bit low on the phone, and there's not a great lot going on at the moment, so I'm going to put the phone down, get it on charge, grab another beer with Mark, and I'll bring you guys back soon. Right guys, it's food time. Adventure Nutrition Mexican chili con carne, 800 kilocalories per pack, and it was £6.99. I've added the 350ml of water, left it for 10 minutes, but it says 6 to 8 minutes. Just looking in the pack, it does look a bit watery. Do forgive me, I've had to retreat to the tent for this one. The helm wind is still blowing really strong. No doubt that the real termite meals are my favourite at the moment, but I did fancy giving this one a go. Let's try it. Even after 10 minutes, it's still a bit crunchy, even though it's a bit watery as well. Quite tasty. Bit of spice in there as well.
Still a bit crunchy. Like I say, what attracted me to this was the 800 kilocalories per pack. It definitely packs a punch with the taste. Quite spicy, but it's definitely not rehydrated correctly. I have given it a good stir. Plenty of meat bits in there, and a few kidney beans as well. Yeah, it's a bit crunchy, to be honest. Especially considering I've left it longer than they said. Tasty enough, but yeah, I wouldn't count it up there with me favourites, to be honest. But it's warm, it's calories. It'll do. 5 out of 10, I would say. Right, I'll get myself away, finish this. We'll see you soon. Well, as you've seen, food tonight was alright. Bit watery, didn't rehydrate properly. So for me, the real Tarptent meals are the way forward. They might be a bit expensive, but they just work. They taste really good. As you can no doubt hear and see, the helm wind just isn't backing off. Mark's on with having his tea. What's on tonight, Mark? Spicy.
Spicy sausage pasta.
Aye, they're quite tasty, them.
Definitely spicy.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend them for breakfast like what I did, for sure. But yeah, we just been sat here enjoying the views. Blot Outdoors and his pal has turned up just over the hill, so they're just setting up now, and they've said they're going to come and join us for a beer and that. But I reckon we've got, what time we are now, 8:05. We've got about another hour of light before it drops past the hillside in front of us, and probably another hour after that and it'll be full dark. So it is quite cold now. So yeah, we're just going to sit and enjoy the views, and then get our heads down, I think. Still crystal clear, got some lovely clouds in the sky. Like I say, the sun is starting to go down. Some cracking views all around, really. Got some tall ponies over there as well. Like I say, we're just going to take these views in while the sun lasts, and then get our heads down. Well guys, that's me back in my tent. Tony, 9 o'clock, plenty of light left. But that helm wind, man, wow, it is relentless. Probably only around about 35 to 45 miles an hour. But me and Mark have just been sat out having a few beers, and it just got cold. I can honestly barely feel my fingers. So pleased I brought the Leviathan tonight. I was umming and ahhing about bringing me summer sleeping bag, but definitely justify bringing the Leviathan tonight, that's for sure. So far too windy for drone footage, and just far too cold to be sitting out getting a sunset time lapse, I'm afraid. So unfortunately, the only thing between now and morning will be a few photos that I've taken, so I hope you enjoy them. So I'm just going to zip myself up in my bag, try and get warm again, do a bit of editing and what have you, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. Morning everyone. Well, that's the run of good sleeps at camp over. Wow, this helm wind has just been going all night. Slept till about 1:30 when I woke up. And then I've just had 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there since then. It's now 4:45. Mark's up. He's just been for a wander. And the wind is still savage out there, he says. Well, obviously we can hear it, but you know, so it's just not backed off any. If anything, it's got stronger. So we're not going to be messing around this morning. We are just going to get ourselves packed up and get ourselves down the hill back to the car. And get myself home for a coffee and a nice warm shower. It's a good job I brought the Leviathan. If I'd have brought me summer sleeping bag today, I'd have been in trouble. I really would. Yeah, the Leviathan saved the day today. It also feels like I've burnt my leg. We're sitting out. I was feeling, obviously the wind was keeping us nice and cool, but yeah, I think I've sunburnt my leg a little bit as well. So that's stinging away. Yeah, I'm going to make a start packing up and get ready to get down the hill. Well, that's me and Mark just about packed up. Apologies for the lack of filming and that this morning, but today is no day to be messing around. This wind is bitter. Both of our hands are numb with the wind and the cold. So I'll give you one last look around the place and then I'm going to sign the video off and get myself away home. That's where my tent was pitched last night. You can just and so make out where it was. Rucksack is ready to go with the rubbish bag on. Just and so see where Mark was. He's all packed up and ready to go with his rubbish bag as well, so we have definitely left no trace, as it should be. We did get a visit from Blot Outdoors last night, but by the time he come up to see us, it was way too cold. Me and Mark were both chittered. So if you do get to see this video, matey, hit me up, give me a shout, and we'll head out on a camp together and catch up properly, pal. But very nice to meet you. Looking a lot more moody this morning down the chasm. Absolutely stunning. Right, definitely time to get ourselves away home. Thank you very much for clicking on today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as Mark and myself have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love.